This is your family's first and most important line of defense against Mother Nature. When she strikes, make sure you call the people that I trust, my family and friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price for the Exterior Home Solutions 2-minute drill on this Monday, and got to hear from Coach Heupel and a quartet of Vols. And it's game week, and they're trying to make it as normal as possible, even though there's a little bit more stakes on the line this time around.
Well, there's more on the line, and there's more things going on to be potential distractions. But it's pretty clear today that this is about playing football. This is about this game. It's where Josh Heupel's focus is right now. Clearly, it's where Dylan Sampson's focus is, and the entire guys. The challenge that's in front of them is something that they know is going to be big, but they also are looking forward to it. This is what you work for the entire year. Josh Heupel made it clear they're not here just to say, hey, we made it. And Dylan Sampson made it clear just to say that, hey, it's not just good enough that they got there. It's go play well, see if you can find a way to win this one and move on.
And Dylan Sampson's a kid that's pretty motivated in this one. Said he feels, I don't know if I believe this, but he feels as healthy as at any point during the whole year. That was a guy that's pretty beat up leaving the field at Vanderbilt just 3 weeks ago. But, they have been able to manage him quite a bit the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, and listen, I mean, he's done a great job of recovering every week and managing his body. And he was pretty sore and beat up and dealing with a couple things when he left. But I do think his midsection has gotten better over the course of the last 3 or 4 weeks. I think the hip and the groin area has improved. So I think he's in good shape, and I think he's ready to go. Tennessee's got to have him. They've got to be able to run the football. That's who they are. That's their identity. They've got to be able to run it effectively and avoid third and long situations. And on the flip side, defensively, I think it's imperative that they get Ohio State in third and long.
Yeah, Jermod McCoy talked about just the challenge of going up against a trio of receivers for the Buckeyes that are really, really good and embraces that challenge. It's kind of a good measuring stick for him. Arion Carter talked about the ability to kind of, as you said, put Ohio State in third and long, called them really elite across the board at different positions. And again, this is a huge challenge, and this team knows it.
Yeah, and they've got a ton of respect for their opponent. That's very obvious. And they know a lot of these guys through the recruiting circles and all those types of things. I think it's going to be interesting to see how much man coverage Tim Banks plays. How much does he rely and trust McCoy and Ricky Gibson in those situations? How do they handle the slot? I think they'll play it different if they can get them in third and long and try to keep the ball in front of them a little bit. But there's going to be man-on-man opportunities. How does Tennessee's corners hold up against those receivers? Can they get pressure up front? Lots of things working together going to make for an interesting test. And again, how does both teams attack the other team's defense? I think it's going to be a fascinating part of this game, particularly early.
Well, just remember, Hubs, as Josh Heupel said, there'll be no new wrinkles. Offense, defense, special teams.
I got the answer I was looking for.
They'll be exactly who they've been the entire year. We'll see about that. Coming up Saturday night, 8 o'clock, it's Tennessee and Ohio State. He's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price.